South Nutfield this morning. Not so sunny this morning. I was hoping to do it outside because today I've got a very nice healthy dish for you, and it's called a salad niçoise. Nice, from Nice in France. It's a much loved dish, and it's got quite a lot of good healthy ingredients. So I'll talk you through the ingredients before we start. That would be good. So let's go over here and let's have a look what we've got. So to start with, we've got some lettuce over here. This is just cost lettuce, washed off and ready to go. And then along the side, we've got some cucumber. Now I've taken the seeds out of the cucumber to stop them from being bitter. The next one is the tomatoes, and they are skinned tomatoes with the seeds taken out. And there's a very good reason for this, because I'm going to put a dressing on it. It needs to have that dressing on it. So then we go along the line. We've got some lovely crunchy al dente beans. There you go. They've been cooked in salted water. Then I have some cooked potatoes, and these are Jersey Royal. I've got some peeled and some not peeled. I prefer not to peel them. I think it's better flavour. And then we have, just next to here, are some anchovies soaking in some milk. It's called dégorgé. That's for people who don't particularly like anchovies. It takes the real fishy flavour out of it. Next to it is the fish itself, which is canned tuna. Very simple. And then we have, for the dressing, some lovely black olives in olive oil, some capers, some anchovy fillets, and then for the dressing I've got some minced garlic, some very finely chopped shallots and lemon juice ready to go in the oil, and white wine vinegar, sorry, red wine vinegar today. Before we start, I'm just going to show you how to take the skin off the tomatoes. It's a very simple thing, and what you do is you have a pan ready of boiling water. Let's make sure it's boiling. I'm sure it is. And then we just take the end out of the tomato. Can you see the end? Just take it out. Just a hard bit. There we go, it comes out fairly simply. So once you've got that out, come on, comes out. And then we just score our tomato, we like that, and drop it into the boiling water. Now I'm not cooking the tomatoes, I just want to get them ready so the skin comes off them. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Need a spoon to take it out. This one right here. Now, don't worry too much. It'll come up. The skin should come off fairly simply and fairly straightforwardly. But it does make the difference to the salad. Mainly because I want to put a dressing on it, and the dressing should soak into the tomato. The skin's starting to come off, so I'm going to put it into cold water immediately. And don't leave it in there too long, because you don't want it to be soaked in water. But as you can see, the skin just peels off very easily, very nicely. Now I'm just going to cut the tomato in half, and in quarters maybe as well, like so, and just take out the seed and the pith. There we go. Can you see? It's very simple, straightforward, and it's a lovely way to do your tomatoes. So they're coming out, and they're ready for the salad. Now that's number one. Now the second tip I'm going to give you, I'll switch the water off, is the garlic for the dressing. Now I have finely minced mine with my trusty blade right here. And it's very simple. I don't want it in pieces because it's going to go into a dressing. wants to taste good. Now, if you don't have a mincer or anything like that, what we're going to do is we're going to just crush the garlic like so and chop it very finely again. And then what I'm going to do is add some salt and crush it. So don't worry about the amount of salt. Put quite a bit of salt in it because we're going to put this in the dressing in the vinegar and it will dissolve. So I'm just going to absolutely mince this. Can you see it coming now? It's also a very good way of cooking with garlic because it doesn't burn. So this is a very simple way of doing it on your board. So I've now crushed the garlic. It's ready to go in the dressing. Now before I do any of the salad, I'm going to make the dressing. So first things first, take my nicely minced on the board garlic with salt and put it in the bowl. Then I will add my vinegar. Now I'm using red wine vinegar, and I think you should use the best vinegar you can. You don't want it like fish shop vinegar, very ascorbic. So we'll use about a tablespoon. There we go, a tablespoon of that. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. The dish is from Dijon, near Dijon, so it's very good mustard. So what we will do is we will just give this a quick whisk, and it's important you whisk it while it's in the vinegar because it dissolves the salt that's in there, so for the dressing. Now at this stage as well, I'm going to add some minced, some very finely chopped shallots. Not everybody does it, but I'm going to. So we'll just add about a teaspoonful of chopped shallot to the dressing. Put it there. I'm going to add my squeeze of lemon juice and mix it again. Now I'll add about 3 times as much olive oil. So we just drop it in nice and steady. That's the first one. Keep whisking as you're doing it. Semi-emulsify it. Get ready. Looking good already. You won't need any salt in the dressing because you've already got salt in your garlic. Last one. So the ratio is about 3 oil to 1 vinegar. Now then, that should be about ready. I'm just going to have a little taste. Oh, it's delicious. You can really taste the olives in it. It's very important to use a good olive oil in this. It's an integral part of the dish. So now I'm ready. I've got my dressings. I'm going to pour the dressing into here for now. I'm going to use this bowl to put my vegetables in. Now I'm going to build my salad up and make my dressing. I've made my dressing. I'm going to add my vegetables. So if my camera will move back a bit, I can do that. The first thing I will do is I've got some radishes which I'm just going to pop in there. Some cucumber I'm going to pop in there. And now I'm going to chop my tomatoes. Put them down for a minute. I love these tomatoes, they're beautiful. So we're just going to cut them roughly and rustic. It's a rustic salad, it's not a soft salad. It's beautiful. The taste and the flavour of the Mediterranean. There we go. And I've done this, put them in the bowl so I can get the dressing on it, if you like. Right. Quite a lot of tomato, because I like tomato. Excuse me, madam. Let's get my potatoes. Now, I'll leave the egg until last. So I'll just chop my potatoes and put them in. Whoops. One gone. Just slice them as they are. These are Jersey potatoes. They're nicely boiled. I like Jersey potatoes. They're new season and they're really nice. But any waxy potato will do, but I like to use Jersey. Right. That's that. Put that in the bowl. Now I need to put my French beans in here, which are so. And we're going to use about half of it today. Now I'm just going to cut them in about a third. Pop them in. So there we are, we've got the mixed vegetables in. And I'm just going to give it a quick whiz round. Now then, I'll put some more dressing in if you don't mind. Save some for later, one at the very top. Put it down there. Occasionally. Now I'm just going to quickly make sure that they're well flavoured. So there's my vegetables ready to go onto my plate. Now then, I need to put the salad out and put the rest of it on. Now I'm ready to dress the salad and put it together, so let's do that. Take the cost lettuce we've got, we build it from the base. We'll just put that on the bottom of this plate if you like. There's two plates because the cameraman woman and I are going to have our lunch later, which is going to be very nice. So just put that in the bottom. Right, then I'm going to add my vegetables, which I've already done here, which were the tomatoes, the potatoes and the green beans and the radishes. They're looking delicious. I'm going to put on here. Oh, again, smell-o-vision would be really good here. That's that. Now I'm going to add some tuna. This is just straightforward canned tuna. Rub on either side. There's a plate like that. Use it all up. It's tuna in spring water if you're interested. I prefer it to anything else. Now then, the sliced egg. And just regular hard-boiled eggs. I boiled them for about 7 or 8 minutes, so slightly soft, but not too soft. Let's put the hard-boiled eggs on. Just put them on so, like so. Two on either side. Two on either side. Right. Now I can put the anchovies in. Now the anchovies have been soaking in milk because I said not everybody is 100% happy on having anchovies on their plate, but I love them. So does Lorraine. So let's just put them on here. I'll just put a couple of anchovies on each one. Now we have the capers. We'll just sprinkle a few capers on each plate. And finally, the black olives, which I know that my cameraman is going to love. And I put one anchovy that hasn't been in milk on each plate, because we both like them. Right, and there we have a beautiful summer salad nicoise, nice and healthy this week. No pastry, no nothing. Look, I hope you're staying safe, I hope you're staying well, and come back to South Nutfield very shortly. Bye bye.